Hi students, welcome to the today's class. So today we are going to discuss about the ogives. So ogives. So ogives it is a graphical representation of cumulative frequency. Cumulative frequency are two types. Cumulative frequency is of two types. One is less than cumulative frequency, another one is greater than cumulative frequency. Less than cumulative frequency and greater than cumulative frequency. So less than cumulative frequency, it is in ascending order. Ascending order, and greater than cumulative frequency is descending order. So for example, if I am taking the frequency, so these are the frequencies, say for example. So less than cumulative frequency in the sense frequency and less than cumulative first observation is the same, and it is ascending order. The total observations, so 3 plus 7, 10, 10 plus 10, 20, 24, 30, 40, 50. This total sum of all observations frequency is 50. So less than cumulative frequency, the first observation of the less than cumulative frequency and frequency is same, and the last observation is the total 50 you have to get. So 3 plus 7, 10, 10 plus 10, 20, 20 plus 4, 24, 24 plus 16, 40, 40 plus 8, 48, 48 plus 2, 50. So these are the less than cumulative frequencies. So that means ascending order, the first observation in frequency and less than cumulative frequency are the same. That is the point. Let's come into the greater than cumulative frequency. It is descending order. We have to start with the total frequencies 50, and the end of the last observation of the frequency and greater than cumulative frequency both are same. This is 2. So now 50 minus 3, 47, and you have to subtract. So 50, first observation 50 and second observation 50 minus first frequency 47. 47 minus 7 is 40. 40 minus 10, 30. 30 minus 4, 26. 26 minus 16, 10. 10 minus 8. So total how many are? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7th one is 2. Yes or no? Why? Because 16 minus 10 you will get 2. So 10 minus 8 you will get 2 only. So this is the way greater than cumulative frequency. So this is a descending order, and it is ascending order. First frequency and the frequency less than cumulative first observation both are same, and the last is the total frequency. And greater than cumulative frequency starts with the total frequency, and the last observation of the frequency and the greater than cumulative frequency are the same. So these cumulative frequencies, by using Ogive curves, we have to represent with that graph. In paper 2, we have only one and only graph, that is, this is Ogive curve graph. And the second question, majority of times, second foremost question from this chapter, majority of times they are giving Ogive curves. Ogive curves, actually Ogive curves are also used to find out the median. By using the graph, how to find out the median? By using Ogive curves. So now we are going to discuss all these Ogive curves. So before going to start the Ogive curves, so what are the specifications we have to take on the x-axis and y-axis, and what is the shape of the graph, and how to identify the median by using the graph. These points we have to discuss before going to start. Yes. Because Ogive curves two types: less than type, more than that. So, okay, see, in less than Ogive curve, what you have to do in the sense, first in the graph paper, this is x-axis and this is y-axis. Okay, this is x-axis and this is y-axis. So x-axis, on x-axis, for less than cumulative frequencies, opposite is upper boundaries you have to take. Which boundaries? Upper boundaries you have to take an x-axis, and less than cumulative frequency. LCF means what? Less than cumulative frequency on y-axis you have to take. So, and the shape of the OG curve in this S shape, the concave and convex curve, that two shapes mixed S shape curve, but down to above it goes in direction from down to above direction. So less than type upper boundary is on x-axis, less than cumulative frequencies on y-axis. This is the less than type. And less than, opposite of less is upper. Lower, less than means lower. The opposite of lower is upper boundaries you have to take on the x-axis. So coming to the more than time, this is x-axis and this is y-axis. For the more than type, lower boundaries you have to take on x-axis. Lower boundaries you have to take on x-axis, and on y-axis greater than cumulative frequency you have to take on the axis. So it's like a waterfall shaped figure you will get for the cumulative frequency. So how to find out the median from this curves? Say for example, n/2 value you have to take from the y-axis and draw the line, and where it cuts the x-axis, and this is the median. n/2 value, whatever the n/2 value you will get, that value from the y-axis you have to draw one perpendicular line on to the curve, and from there onwards the perpendicular line which meets the x-axis, the value will become the median. In similarly, n/2 value in more than cumulative frequencies, n/2 value you have to take from y-axis, and from there you have to draw the, this is the value for the more than type GCF. This is the less than cumulative frequency, that is the greater than cumulative frequency, and n/2 value you have to draw from y-axis to the curve, and where it touches the x-axis, and greater than cumulative frequency from the y-axis, and where it touches from the curve to the perpendicular, where it touches the x-axis. That they are the medians. Say for example, sometimes by using both the curves, less than and more two OG curves, by using the two OG curves, so we have to find out the median. At that time, what we have to do is simply both curves you have to draw in only one graph only. So the graphs, this is less than, that is greater than. Now what is the intersection point of these two curves? You have to draw one perpendicular line to the x-axis. Whatever the value you will get here, that will become the median. So first, this is the less than type, upper bound is on x-axis, less than cumulative frequency on y-axis you have to take. And this is the n/2 value from the y-axis. Whatever the n/2 value you have to take from the y-axis, draw one perpendicular line to the curve, and where it touches, from there you have to draw one more line perpendicular to the x-axis. The value which lies on the x-axis is called the median. In case of more than type also you have to do like this one. n/2 value from the y-axis you have to draw one perpendicular line to the curve. From there you have to draw one more perpendicular line onto the x-axis. So this value will become the median. And coming to the both curves, you have to draw the two OG curves on one single graph. And what is the point of intersection? From there you have to draw one perpendicular line to the x-axis, and then whatever the value you will get, that will become a median of the given class. So these are the different types of OG curves. Total three types: less than type, more than type, both the curves. And here boundaries. Here boundaries, that means both the boundaries you have to take. And these are the cumulative frequency, LCF and GCF, both you have to take there. So this is the way you have to draw OG curves. By using the OG curves, so this is the way you have to find out the median from the graphs. Have a look. The question is, the following distribution gives the daily income of 50 workers of a factory, and the daily income in rupees given, and the number of workers given, and convert the distribution above to a less than type cumulative frequency distribution and draw its OG. So here less than type cumulative frequency distribution we have to use, and we have to draw its OG. Here he is asking only draw OG. In this situation you have to draw only OG curves. So no need to find out the median value from the graph. But I will explain how to find out the median from the graph also. But according to the question you have to do in examination. In examination, if question demand, that means in the question if he mentioned to find out the median of by using Voisey curve, in the sense you have to find out the median. Otherwise you can draw Voisey only. And that too you have to carefully see the question, which type of cumulative frequency it is. Greater than cumulative frequency, less than cumulative frequency. Sometimes both cumulative frequencies they will ask. So according to the question you have to draw the figure. Here more less than type cumulative frequency you have to do. So how to do? So the first question in the last exercise of statistics, and here they are giving, I am taking as a class interval. First I will explain table, afterwards I will explain graph. Okay, so first class interval, next frequency, and here it is the less than cumulative frequency. So we have to take an x-axis upper boundary. So here you have to write the upper boundaries column, and it has treated as the x coordinate. You can see. So this value is y, and this x comma y points you have to consider. X comma y points you have to consider. So these points are you have to plot on the graph. So that are these points are very important. So see here. First from the question, 250 to 300, 250 to 300, 300 to 350, 300 to 350, 350 to 400, 350 to 400, and 400 to 450, and 450 to 500. Okay. So what is the frequency here? Frequency 12, 14, 8, 6, 10. 8, 6, 110. So upper boundary is, what are the upper boundaries? 300, 350, 400, 450, 500. So these are all boundaries only, but because exclusive class intervals, they are the boundaries, not the limits and boundaries both are same in case of exclusive class interval. So upper boundaries, what are the upper boundaries? 300, next to 350, next to 400, next to 450, and next one 500. These are the upper boundaries. Which less than cumulative frequencies you know how to do. First two frequency value and less than cumulative frequency both are same. So 12 plus 14, 26, 26 plus 8, 34, 34 plus 6, 40, 40 plus 10, 50. So these are the one is x and is y. That we have to know the points. So the first point is 300 comma 12, 300 comma 12. Next to 350 comma 26. Next to 400 comma 34. Next to 450 comma 40. Next to 500 comma 50. (300 comma 12), 350 comma 26, 400 comma 34, 450 comma 40, 500 comma 50. So this is the way. So now we got x and y values, and next we have to draw the graph. So come on, copy this. Now graph, actually this graph only first quadrant only you have to draw the graph. Why? Because all the values are positive only. So already we discussed in case of a pair of non-equation two variables, what are the graph rules. So graph rules, one more time I wanted to repeat. First labeling. Labeling x-axis, y-axis, xo and origin making xo x dash, yo y dash. But I will take only the first quadrant measure priority. Why? Because the entire graph we will get in first quadrant only. So that part only major part. Okay, so I will take xo x dash, yo y dash. Next scale, you have to appropriate scale. You have to write on the top side, right hand side of the top of the every graph. You have to draw the scale on x-axis, scale on y-axis. 1 centimeter equal how many units, and on x-axis 1 centimeter how many units, on y-axis 1 centimeter how many units. Why? Because there is a change in the change of the values in x coordinate, x-axis and y-axis. So two different appropriate scales you have to take. So scale on x-axis is different and scale on y-axis may be different in this condition. So next plot the points, and you have to mark it and circle it, and you have to join the free hand figure. With the free hand only you have to. Why? Because these are all curves. So that with the free hand you have to find out all these things. So see, first x-axis and y-axis. This is x, this is origin, x dash. This is y and y, o, y dash. So scale. On x-axis 1 centimeter equal to, see, on x-axis what we have to take here? 300, 350, 400, 450, 500. So 1 centimeter equal to, I will take 50 units. 50 units. So let's on y-axis 1 centimeter equal to, if you observe the figures 12, 26, 34, 40, 50. So 1 centimeter equal to, I wanted to take 10 units. If it is 10, 12 will cover, 26 will cover, everything will cover. Okay, see. But actually here on x-axis value started from 300. But I'm not going to take from the starting 50 onwards. Whenever we are taking from the after some values, you have to use king. This is a symbol called king. That means some other values also there in before this value. Okay. But instead of writing 50, 100, 150, I'm writing a king symbol. Next, I'm using the direct 300. Next to 350. Next to 400. Next to 450. Next to 500. So what is the majority? Maximum value is 500. So up to 500 I am taking. So here also, but here I am taking from starting answer because 12. So I am not using king here on y-axis. So it is 10. It is 20. This is 30. This is 40. This is 50. What is the majority maximum value? 50. Yes. Now we have to mark the plot the points. So 300 comma 12. So on x-axis 300, 12 in the sense after 10 2 lines. So 312. This is the point. So afterwards next point is 350 and 26. So here 350, 26 after 26 points you have to take it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 somewhere. 350 into 26 it may be here. Next 434. So here it is 434 means 1, 2, 3, 4 lines here. 434. This is the value. Next 450 and 40. So here 450 and here the 40 value. So here you have to mark. And 550. 500 here. And 50 the maximum is. So with the free hand you have to draw the curve. So this is a Wurzel curve. So here in the question he is asking only draw the Wurzel curve only. But how to find out the median value by using the Wurzel curves? I will explain. So N, that is sum of all frequencies. Here we got 50. Okay. That N by 2 value you have to check. N by 2 value 50 by 2 is 25. So now on y-axis where is 25? Here this is a 25. From here to here you have to draw one perpendicular line. So from this line where it is touching the curve, from there you have to draw one perpendicular line. Whatever the value you will get, this will be the median. Actually this is not the exact graph paper, so I cannot get the exact value, but in graph paper you will get exact value. And if you, by using the formula, if you identify a median, this median and that median, both will come same. So you have to try. And I am giving this as a homework. So first you have to draw this one, and next you have to check with the formula. So checking with the formula, I am giving as a homework for each and every question to what I am explaining. So I am writing again. This is a graph on x-axis 1 cm to 15 units. Why I am taking 15 units? According to the given information. I want 50 differences there from one observation to other observation. So that only on x-axis 1 cm 15 units I do. And on y-axis 12, 26, 34, 40, 50. So 10 is appropriate to scale. So that only I took 10 as a scale on y-axis. So next, yes, why this symbol is called king symbol. So why? Because I'm not taking from the 50 onwards. So that only I'm taking from the 300 at that time. Whenever you are not taking from the starting onwards, you have to use this symbol. The symbol meaning is king. It is very important symbol. So 300, 350, 400, 450. According to plot the points, and you have to freehand diagram. That means with the free hand, without using the scale, you have to join all these points so that you will get one curve. So afterwards, how to find out the median? So here n value, that means sum of all frequencies n equal to 50. N by 2 value we have to check. 50 by 2 is 25. And from the y-axis, on the y-axis from 25, you have to draw one line to the curve. And from that point of intersection of the curve and the line, you have to draw one perpendicular line to the y-axis. And whatever the value you will get here, that will become the median. Okay, this is the way you have to find out the. You have to convert the given information into the Auger curves. Less than type Auger curve this is. And this is the way you have to find out the median. Have a look. Now the second question, and during the medical checkup of 35 students of a class, their weights were recorded as follows: less than 38 0, less than 43, less than 42 5, less than 44 9, and less than 46. So this like this they given. Instead of the class interval, they given less than 38, less than 40, less than 42. So we have to write a class interval here and draw a less than type Auger of the given data. So for this question, I will use the great more than type question. Why? Because already just now we have discussed less than type. And for 1-1 model, I will explain 1-1 question. So less than already I discussed. So today, now I am going for this data. I am going to draw more than type Auger curve, and I will explain how to find out the median from the more than type Auger curve. Okay. So see here. Second question. So first table. Class interval, frequency. So I want to draw more than type. So lower boundaries you have to take. Lower boundaries is x. Next, greater than cumulative frequency. This is y, and this is the point to coordinates x comma y. These are the columns involved in the question. So here less than 38, less than 40. 38 and 40 difference is 2. So 38 minus 2, 36. So here I am starting from 36 to 38 first class, 38 to 40 second class, 40 to 42 next one, 42 to 44 up to 52, 44 to 46, 46 to 48, 48 to 50, 50 to 52. Okay. So frequencies, the first one is actually the number of students 0, 3, 5, 9, 14, 28, 32, 35. So this is given less than cumulative frequency. Given less than cumulative frequency. So from this less than cumulative frequency, we have to find out the frequencies. From the greater than cumulative frequency, we have to do all the things. Wait a moment. There is a small change. So in the question less than cumulative frequency given, okay, see, one more column it will increase. This is less than cumulative frequency, but for the more than type what we need? Greater than cumulative frequency. Okay, see. So first frequencies we have to identify. Next lower boundaries, this is x. Next greater than cumulative frequency y, and another point column is going to add. So this is x comma y. So whenever class intervals or whenever instead of frequencies LCF given in the sense, but we are drawing more than cumulative frequency, greater than cumulative frequency, yes or no? So for that we need GCF. From the LCF we cannot identify the GCF. So first to find out the frequencies, from the frequencies only we have to identify the greater than cumulative frequency. So the first one is the 0, 3, 5, 9, 14, 28, 32 and 35. In the previous class we discussed how to convert frequencies from the less than cumulative frequencies. So actually less than cumulative frequency and frequency first observation is the same only. Next one, second one is first, 3 minus 0, 3, 5 minus 3, 2, 9 minus 5, 4, 14 minus 9, 5, 28 minus 14, 14, 32 minus 28, 4, and 35 minus 32, 3. If you add, you have to get a 35. Are you getting or one check? 3 plus 2, 5, 9, 14, 28, 28 plus 32, 32 plus 3, 35. Yes, you are getting. Now lower boundaries, what are the lower boundaries? 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48 and 50. So greater than cumulative frequency, first we have to start with total 35, and the last observation we have to get the 3. Okay, so 35 minus 0, again 35, 35 minus 3, 32, 32 minus 2, 30, 30 minus 4, 26, 26 minus 5, 21, 21 minus 14, 7, 7 minus 4, 3. Yes, we got it. The last observation. So repeating again, first to we have to start with the total. 35 is the n value. Okay. So 35 short, 35 minus 0, 35, 35 minus 3, 32, 32 minus 2, 30, 30 minus 4, 26, 26 minus 5, 21, 21 minus 14, 7, 7 minus 4 is 3. Yes sir. So now x comma y points 36 comma 35, next 38 comma 35, next 40 comma 32, next 42 comma 30, next 44 comma 26, next 46 comma 21, 48 comma 7, next 50 comma 3. This is the x comma 36 comma 35, 38 comma 35, 40 comma 32, 42 comma 30. Yes, we have to close here. And 44 comma 26, 46 comma 21, 48 comma 7, and 50 comma 3. Now we'll move to the graph. So graph, this is x, O, x dash, y, O, y dash. So scale on x-axis 1 centimeter equal to x-axis. So 36, 38, 40. What is the difference? Height of the glass is 2. So 1 centimeter equal to 2 units. Actually, majority of times the height of the glass, size of the glass act as scale on x-axis. On y-axis, 1 centimeter is equal to. So what are the values on y-axis? 35, 32, 21, and majority is 3. Sorry, minimum value is 3 and maximum value is 35. So 35, 32, 30, 26, 21, 7 and 3. So I am taking 10 units. If you take 10 units, there is no headache. But again here I am using think. Why? Because we are starting from 36 only. Okay. So here this is the 36. 30 after 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48, 50. Up to 50 only, na? Yes. And 52 also there, right? 52. So on y-axis, what I am taking directly. This is 10 units. This is 20 units. This is 30 units. This is 40 units. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So similarly like this we have to count. Okay. So first to mark the point. So what is the first one? 36, 35. 36 here. 35. I think between 30 and 40 it will be. So I'm taking this. So coming to 38 and 35. 38 to here. 35 again. So here the point. 40, 32. 40 here. 30 after 30 2 points. 42, 30. 42 here, 30. 44, 26. 44 here and 20 after 26. 46, 21. 46 here, 21. 48, 7. 48 here, 7 here. 50, 3. 50 here and 3 here. Okay. So now with the free hand we have to join. So S-shaped figure we got it. So now how to find out the value? So n value is 35. N equal to 35. So n by 2 value, from this n by 2 value, 35 by 2, which is 17.5. 17.5, I think 15, 16, 17.5 here. From here you have to draw 9. From there you have to draw 9. Whatever the value here, that is the median. Actually here it is by using scale you have to draw. Okay, why? Because this is no straight line. Okay. From here to here, whatever the value, that will become median. In graph you will get exact value. Okay, this is normal demo graphs. Okay, you don't need to write. How to draw two verticals in single graph and how to find out median from the two verticals. Now in this question I am going to explain this one. So here the thing is, the following table gives production yield per hectare of wheat of 100 farms of a village. So total frequency 100. Okay. So the table here is class interval, frequencies. Two verticals are writing, right? First of all, less than cumulative frequency. Upper boundaries. This is x1 I am taking. So less than cumulative frequency y1. So this is the point x1 comma y1. So next to greater than cumulative frequency, you have to take the lower boundaries. This has to take x2. And greater than cumulative frequency, you have to take y2, and this is the point x2 gamma y2. Okay, so draw this. Yes. So class interval is 50, 55. 55 to 60. 60 to 65. 65 to 70. 70 to 75. And 75 to 80. Up to 80 only you have to take. So frequency is 2, 8, 2, 8, 12, 24, 12, 24, 38 to 16. So up to here it is in ascending order, but the last observation there is no order. So it is the frequency. Say for example, if it is up to starting to till the end, if it is in ascending order, then it will become less than cumulative frequency, not the frequency. At that time, you have to find out the frequency. But here, we have no problem for this one. So see, upper boundary is, what are upper boundary is 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, and 80. So now frequency is less than cumulative frequency. So less than cumulative frequency, first frequency and less than cumulative frequency both are same. 2 plus 8 to 10, 10 plus 12, 22, 22 plus 24, 46, 46 plus 38 to add 46 to 38. 6 plus 8, 14, 4 plus 6, 7, 84. So next 84 plus 16. 100. So now I am writing the points. 55 comma 2, first point. 60 comma 10. 65 comma 22. 70 comma 46. 75 comma 84. 80 comma 100. Okay. Next, coming to the lower boundaries. Lower boundaries 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, and 75. So coming to the greater than cumulative frequency, we have to start with what is the total value? 100. And the last value we have to get the 16. Yes, check. So frequencies only you have to take. That's okay. Don't get confused. 100 minus 2, 98. 98 minus 8, 90. 90 minus 12. So what is the 90 minus 12? 10 minus 2, 8. 8 minus 1, 78. 78 minus 24. 8 minus 4 is 4. 7 minus 2 is 54. 54 minus 38. 40 minus 8 is 6. 4 minus 3 is 16. Yes, we got it 16. So now we have to write the points. 50 comma 100. Next to 55 comma 98. Next to 60 comma 90. 65 comma 78. Next to 70 comma 54. It is 75 comma 16. So one more time, it's a lengthy. It seems like a lengthy table, but you don't need to worry because the two values you are drawing for that purpose only. First class interval given in the question, frequencies given in the question. First, this third, fourth, and fifth columns belongs to the less than cumulative frequency. Upper bound is 55, 60, 65 from the class interval we are taking. Less than cumulative frequency, first and this one are same. Next to 2 plus 8 to 10, 10 plus 12, 22, 22 plus 24, 46, 46 plus 38, 84, 84 plus 16 is 100. So now this exponent value points I am writing, I wrote with the red color pen for identification purpose, and for the greater than cumulative frequency again Lower boundary is 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75. Get back to the frequency. You have to start with the 100 and the last observation of the frequency and this one both should be same. So 100 minus the frequency 2, 98, 98 minus 8, 90, 90 minus 12, 78, 78 minus 24, 54, 54 minus 38 is 16. Yes. So next we wrote here. So now we are going to draw the figure. Here this is y axis, here this is x axis. So x, O, x dash, y, O, y dash. Okay, so scale. On x axis 1 centimeter is equal to 55, 60, 5 is the difference, so that 5 centimeters I am taking. On y axis 1 centimeter equal to, it is better to take 10, that is easy. So 10 centimeter, 10 units, sorry, 5 units, 10 units. So first of all, on x axis we are starting from 55. 50 we are starting from 50, so you have to use the kink. 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. Maximum number is 80. So here 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So first less than cumulative with the black and greater cumulative points with this one. So 55 comma 2. 55 here, 2 small lines. This is 55. Next 60 comma 10. 60 here, 10 here. Next 65 comma 22. 65 here, after 20 two more small lines. 65 and next 70 and 46. 70 here, 40 after 46 small lines. I think here. 75 and 84. 75 here, after 84 4 lines, small lines. And 80 and 100. 80 here and 100. Amazing scale here. So 80 comma 100. This is 80 comma 100. So join the freehand diagram. Yes, this is. So for the greater multiplication, I am drawing with the red pen. 50 comma 100. 50 here and 100 here. 55 comma 98, 55 here, 98 here. 60 comma 90, 60 here and 90. Next 65, 78, 65 here, after 78, below 2 lines below the 80. Sorry, 2 lines below the 80. So next one 70 comma 54, 70 here, after 54 small lines. Next to 75 comma 16, 75 here and 16 after 10 6 lines. So join. Yes. Now what is the median? So the point of intersection from here to draw one perpendicular line. Wherever it touches x-axis, that value will become median. So from the point of intersection of both the OG curves, you have to draw one perpendicular line to the x-axis. Whatever the value it meets on the x-axis, that is the median. So this is the way you have to draw. By using the both OGs, how to find out the median. This is the way you have to identify the median. And students, this is the entire statistics, very important chapter. Do practice, and all the graphs what I have explained in the class you have to do on your own. So already information you can take from the video. Otherwise, already we sent a link to download the textbooks in each and every group, so that you can download, and textbook is available for you. So that I am not explaining questions and I am not writing question on the board. So just better to download that from the given link. You have to download the textbook and check in the textbook all the questions. And this is the statistics class exercise. First, second, third questions I explained today. First question, paging less than, how to find out the median. Less than or zero. Next greater than or zero. Next both or zeros. So we will meet in the next.